Body. This is Scrampunks, episode 31, and I am here with the gang, MM2K. What's going on, my brother?
What's up, man? I'm gonna relax today. I'm gonna be calm. I'm gonna stop trolling people on Twitter. I've embarrassed myself. I tried to get El Boogie and David Jaffe into a fist fight, and now I think they're making each other peanut butter jelly sandwiches and skipping in the park. So I'm a failure at being a troll. I'm gonna be calm from now on. But that's that. But that's about it.
Yeah, I actually saw that.
Boy, that was an epic fail. I was like, oh, yes, I did it. And then like 13 tweets later, yeah, man, it's great to see you got developers and contributors get together and love each other. I'm like, what the hell? Like, this shit turned left. So I'm not good
I swear, every time we try to get Chrome Side News famous, it fails epically.
Exactly. Never works.
Yeah.
That's it. So I'm turning a new leaf.
What's up, Snow Bunny? Philosopher Doom.
What's up,
man?
Doom?
Y'all, I gotta ask y'all. I might sound like I'm a little slow, but how in the hell do you make moderators on this?
You got to right click. You got to right click on them. You
Okay.
see, no, when you hover over them, you'll see those three buttons, and then when you click on the three buttons, it should say add make a moderator.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. All right. Nethos, what's going on with you, my man?
Nothing much. I'm going to be a calm Nethos today. Don't have the greatest news because my favorite franchise had a rumor on it and then ran out. Thor had to make a video, and now I'm looking at it a little different, but we'll get into that here soon.
All righty. We got some good topics today, y'all. We wasn't here last week for personal reasons. I think MM2K had a bad case of crabs.
Yeah,
it's okay, bro. It's
again,
okay.
Man. Again, twice in the same week, man. It's
yeah. Damn. Yeah, man. So there's been some gaming news this week and last week. So let's talk about this. MM2K, why don't you go ahead and kick this off, my brother?
Let me kick it off by talking about everybody's favorite MM2K subject. No, it's not Fallout 76. No, I put that to bed temporarily, but it is the Epic Game Store debate. Okay. So as you can see, big up to the homie King Thrash. I tried to do my best King Thrash impersonation Saturday and did like a 2.5 hour to 3 hour stream where I talked about primarily the Epic Game Store. Now, for those of you that live under a rock, that don't know what the hell that's about, Epic Game Store, the Epic, the makers of the Unreal Engine, and more notably Fortnite, they have a game store that houses Fortnite. So they've realized that they can leverage that game store due to the popularity of Fortnite and get some third-party games exclusively on their system or on their game front. So how they're doing that is they're doing an 88-12 split with any game developer or publisher that releases their game exclusively or releases their game at all on the system, for one. And for two, if they do it exclusively, they're throwing them a whole bunch of money. Now, it's been rumored that Epic is doing data analysis and going to a game publisher and saying, hey, we're estimating that you're going to make, per se, $100 million if you were to go on Steam and all these other storefronts. We're willing to give you $150 million on top of the 88-12 split if you're exclusive with us. So if you're worried about us not having high saturation, it don't matter because you're going to make more money than you would if you just sold on them stores alone. And people, of course, they'd be idiots not to gobble that up. But I had a personal problem with that. My personal problem is, shut up, Nethos. My personal problem is, because I don't want Nethos trying to expose me again like he did on Twitter, is that PC gaming, for one, is about being open. All of the theories and all of the stuff that y'all like, and I say y'all like, I'm not a console gamer, but y'all like about console gaming don't apply to PC. There's the modding, and then there's also the free ability to go to different storefronts and buy things at a cheaper price, and a whole bunch of other things going on. So there's that damage that, is happening. But to me personally, and I want to get the panel's thoughts on this, my issue more than that is it's not so much about Steam and its capabilities. I know that's a lot of the rhetoric that I was talking about in my tweets. But my problem is this form of competition that Epic is trying to do, even though it's a form of competition and people inherently think that all types of competition are good. My problem is that this type of competition reminds me of what EA did in response to NFL 2K5. If y'all remember, NFL 2K5 came out. It was better than Madden at the time, and it was also cheaper. It was rocking the boat. And in response to NFL 2K5, did EA say, you know what, we're going to keep making our games cheaper because this is the new norm? No. Did they say we're coming out with a better football game? No. They said we're going to exclusively buy the rights to the NFL and shut everybody out. And my thing is that has that worked out for gamers? No. Over the last, 15 years since that happened, or maybe a little bit less, we've gotten nothing but shitty Madden games and maybe two good seasons.
Hold your thought for a quick second. Hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Maybe it hasn't worked out for gamers.
Yep.
But if you're a business, you're a company, isn't that the right move for them? Because, I mean, let's be honest. They see the competition and they're kind of scared of the competition. Like, oh, shit, people really looking at this NFL 2K, and this is a serious threat.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see why what they did, we might not like it, but from a business standpoint,
all he's saying it's not really benefiting the consumers, and in all fairness, MM2K, and you can't deny this either. You're the one who coined the phrase "business gangsters," and doing this type of stuff.
Gangster.
That is the definition of being a business gangster.
I will say this, and until I did my King Thrash impersonation of my 5-hour podcast, I've never said anything bad about Epic. I've never said anything bad about Epic. I've never said anything bad about Tim Sweeney, even though Tim Sweeney is a hypocrite, but I'll get into that later. My problem is with the publishers taking this money and creating this dilemma that, again, and of all people, 2K taking this money when they were the victims themselves of what happened with Madden and EA and the NFL franchise. Look, you can't blame, to you guys' point, I don't think you can blame any business for doing any legal avenues when they got to deal with a behemoth like Steam. Can't blame. I don't blame Epic at all. But my thing is that it takes two to tango, and just because someone puts out a shit sandwich don't mean you got to eat it. In the long run, I don't think Epic's game store is going to last, because once they can't sustain this, they can't keep paying people all this extra money. You know what I'm saying? So at some point in time, they're going to say, y'all just going to have to deal with the 88-12 split. And by that time, they would have left such a sour mouth in PC gamers that PC gamers are going to say, well, fuck you. Now, you know what I'm saying? They're not, shit ain't exclusive to y'all, even though y'all got the features. We're going back to Steam. And Epic Game Store is going to go away. But go ahead.
I want Matt's actually comment on that, because I think he has some inside stuff about it. But I will say, I want the audience to understand this, because I was confused about your argument too back in the multiplayer podcast. You remember I went back and forth with you, and then I shut up for a little while. Moss isn't taking Steam's side on this. He's not taking Epic's side on this either. All he's saying is, the publisher thing, but he also wants to reinforce that it isn't so much that I have to use the Epic client. It's so much that I have to use the Epic client and it has no fucking features. It is the most bare bones, ridiculous thing I have ever seen. And imagine the Windows Store. You know how we roasted the Windows Store when it came out and it's still bad to this day? Imagine the storefront even worse than that, and it has the games you want to play. It has the Borderlands 3. It has the new Outer Worlds. It has all those new big multi-platform games, and that's his argument. It isn't so much that Epic is being evil. They need to step their shit up. They shouldn't have a basic ass store like that. That's all he's been trying to say. And I'm gonna let Moss take.
Fuck Steam too, really.
Yeah, exactly.
We just discovered that Steam is full of shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Steam has been full of shit, and Steam is always gonna be full of shit because they're at the top. The same way with Sony being full of shit, and they're at the top. You at the top, you can be full of shit. It's just how it works. This is the reality of the world. So people need to get out their feelings about that shit. Like
exactly, just like niggas get all the bitches, man. That's how the world
is. What it is, right? Don't be mad at me because your girl like me. You should be checking your girl. Don't be mad at me. I didn't do nothing. Exactly. But be a fly motherfucker. That's all. So it's the same thing. Like Epic has the money right now to sustain this for a while, and that's all they need, because like my problem with the Windows Store, sure, it's missing features. 100% missing features. Absolutely. My problem with the Windows 4 is that it made the games run like shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck about the. I don't give a fuck about achievements. I have never checked my Steam achievements in my fucking life. I don't even know what that tab looks like. I don't give a fuck about those little unlockable shits unless I can sell them. Like unless I can put them on the auction block. I don't give a fuck about that shit either. I don't care about none of that bullshit. I care about being able to share my games, and I care about, to a smaller extent, cloud saves, and that's only because I have a Steam Link. Yep. So so I care about cloud saves and I care about being able to share my games. If you get me those two things, I don't give a fuck. As long as the game runs when I launch the goddamn launcher, we're good to go. Those two things I have a problem with 100%. Epic buying up games, I don't give a fuck. It makes that just says to me Steam needs to compete. Just like Microsoft, just like your argument with Microsoft needing to go out and get all them second party deals. That's all Steam did, or that's all Epic did, is went out and get them Epic party deals. They got the money, they took their dick out and was like, "Hey, who want to touch it?" Like that's what happened. So so 2K was like, "I'm gonna put my hand in your back pocket." That's cool, you know. And everybody else just went along because Epic was handing out money. If you walking through signing blank checks, I'm gonna put my hand out to grab that check. Period. And if on top of you walking through to sign a blank check, you tell me if I put my game on your store, I'm going to make more money off of my game. So you're going to take less money off of my work, because Steam is a storefront. Xbox, PlayStation, they're storefronts, but they were taking a third. Steam now is taking 20%, where it was taking a damn third before. Like you literally did nothing but make my game able to be clicked on your goddamn store, but you're taking almost a third of my money. Why?
I get that.
If I am a developer and I say, hey, I have to pay everybody who worked on this game. Hey, I need to try to make the next game so I can keep paying these people. If that 8% is the difference between us making $40 to $50 million profit and us making $25 to $30 million profit, then I'm going to take that every day, all day. I'm not even going to think about that shit. I don't give a damn if you review bomb me. I don't give a damn if you call my mama a hoe. I'm going to take that money. I'm going to take that money and I'm going to feed my family. That's what I'm going to do. And that is what Epic is giving them. They're giving them upfront money. Hey, here, keep your doors open. Then they're saying, on top of you being able to do that, here, I'm going to give you a bigger piece of your own pie. It's not even like it's my pie already that I am being forced to give you a piece of, just to put if I had a launcher myself, if I could just put it on my website and y'all could take it from my website, I would do that, because that's 100% me. It's same with first party games and digital revenue with the Xbox and the PlayStation. It's 100% me. I get all of this money. So they're going to try to maximize their profits. And right now, Epic is allowing them to maximize their profits. Steam is not. So I'm not upset with Epic. I'm more upset with Steam for not fixing their shit before we got to this point. Had Steam been better with the developers, then when Epic came around, was like, hey, we got a little change for you. There's no conversation about it, because it's like, all right, you got a little change, sure, but Steam got the market share. They got the base right now that could make sure we sell, and they giving us the same 12% you giving us. It's the same as if you gonna quit your job, right? Because a new job is offering you more money, and you go back to your job and you're like, yo, I'm leaving. They like, all right, what we got to do to keep you? Well, they trying to pay me 25. They try to pay me 30, and they're like, all right, cool, we'll pay you 30, and you stay. It's the same thing. If Steam was doing what they needed to do, this wouldn't even be a conversation. But the fact is, Steam isn't. So as a publisher, as a developer, you have to go to where you're going to get the most money so you can keep making games. Because I don't give a damn about them putting it on Steam if this is the last game they make.
See, here's my thing with that, and that's what I originally thought too. I was like, because I put out a tweet, I showed in my video where when I first heard about this in January, I said people are crying about games going on the Epic Store, like blah blah blah. That's what I thought originally, but after having to deal with the shitty ass Epic Store myself for Metro and the disaster that was, and then two, realizing that it's not so much the 88-12 split that's causing this turnaround. It's the upfront money they're giving them. So when you think about it, even if, let's just say if Steam tomorrow said, all right, we're going to do 90-10. Epic is just going to say, okay, well, we'll stay at 88-12, but we're still going to give you $150 million. And then Steam can do the same thing too. But now you're creating an atmosphere where instead of these stores investing the money into the features and the cloud saves and the servers, they're now giving it to these companies. That's why the Epic Store is so shitty right now, because instead of investing in at least cloud saves, like you said, Maz, they're giving it to Borderlands so they can get it exclusive. So that's my problem. I just don't want to create an atmosphere where they're just buying exclusivity, not reinvesting it in the features that matter. I just don't like that dynamic.
So here's the thing though, right? So this all business, 101 is create capital, reinvest the capital. If I don't have the customer base, I will never make the money to improve my store. Ever. It doesn't matter that I have a bunch of money now. If I don't have the customer base for sustainability, so I need to bring people over to my store base. I need to get people in the door to sell stuff before I can improve anything. I have to generate revenue flow that keeps coming to me. So you got to spend money to make money. I have to invest in marketing. I have to invest in items that people want to come to my store for. And in order to do that, I have to spend that money. So if I put up that upfront money, so like you said, if Steam come tomorrow, say we're doing 90-10, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody's gonna be like, all right, well, Steam, I see you out here trying to work with it. And then Steam also says, hey, consumers, we'll also make these games $10 cheaper than the Epic Store. Now, Epic created a competition where Steam is now trying to outdo them to draw the customers back. Mm-hmm. That's good for us. I want this to happen. Right now, Steam doesn't have to do any of that, and they have it. That is why we're in this situation now where the developers and the publishers are choosing to go to Epic because Steam doesn't have to compete. So Epic making them compete, if they have to buy the products to make them compete, buy the damn products.
But even if they make the game cheaper,
spending the money.
See, what Steam's response would be, Steam has to do something to stop the developers from going over to Epic. Them making the games cheaper for us isn't going to stop them from going to Epic. So what they're going to do is they're going to just give the game. They're just going to give the money to the developers. Like, see, I just don't. It reminds me of EA versus 2K5. That's what this reminds me of.
This is why. Because and this is why I say it will stop them. Like, yes, they're good. They're getting money up front, but right now, Steam's not. They're getting up money up front and on the back end. So you take away one of those barriers. You take away the money they're getting on the back end. Even if they say they make it 88-12, it's the same split, right? Then Steam has the install base to supersede the money. So what then has to happen? That's why I say if Steam makes all the games $10 cheaper, the customer base will go to where the cheap games are. It's the same reason that cheap ass gamer and CD keys and all these Penguin, all these places exist because people will go to where the cheap stuff is. So if Steam is off rip making these games cheaper, the games that are on both the Epic Store and Steam, because that's going to start happening way more than they get an exclusive, is the games that's on both, when they make so much more money on Steam because the games are cheaper, the developers are going to go where the base is. But right now, Epic is saying, hey, we're going to create the base here. We don't have no other options because that's the only way you compete with Steam. The only way you compete with Steam is to have stuff they don't. Because you don't have the install base, you don't have all the features that they've amassed over the time. Because when Steam came out, it was worse than the damn Epic Store. I remember that shit because I've been PC gaming that long. When Steam came out, it was worse than the Epic Store.
Yep,
much worse.
Oh yeah.
So Epic needs to step their game up fast. Like they need to apply the same effort they've been putting into Fortnite to the Epic Store. Like they change Fortnite every Thursday or some ridiculous shit like that. So they need to apply that same amount of effort to their storefront, and nobody will have a problem.
And I will say this, Steam, regardless of how I may fall in this battle or anybody falls on this battle, it don't help your cause by you having such a shitty game share service. that game share is trash, man.
Yeah, we learned yesterday, like you can't even use any of their library if they're playing at all. Like it's just fucking garbage.
Yeah, you can't touch it if someone else is on. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, the way the Xbox and PlayStation do it is better. Maybe it's limited to one person, but at least you can play the games at the same time. You're not limited just completely off the library, which is ridiculous to me. But transitioning on to my more depressing topic over the Steam Epic debate, news has come out, or a rumor has come out from Xbox Dynasty that Halo Infinite will have a $500 million budget. And at first, we were tap dancing, doing all this crazy shit, hyped up. Halo's back, baby. Look at that. Microsoft's investing into Halo. And then Randall Thor made a video, put in some logic. And then I went back into my bush like Homer Simpson and like, guys, I don't know about this rumor. So essentially what happened is, the rumor comes from Xbox Dynasty. They're not really known to have the best info. And realistically, when you think about it, there's no way in hell Halo Infinite would have a bigger budget than Red Dead Redemption 2. We have to be smoking crack to believe that. Right. So what this means is even if it were true, that does include marketing, at least 100 million of it, 125 million, and that would include probably future games / DLC. So no, 500 million alone is going into Halo Infinite, and it never will because no Halo would ever need to cost that much. Realistically, that's ridiculous.
I agree with you. Hey,
anybody who thought that was a thing, y'all was high. Y'all was
hey, look,
I think this.
I was on that for real.
I think it's the most expensive Halo game ever made, but I don't think it's 500 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit! You made it now. Yeah, what's up, Crash?
I said to him,
hey, what up, bro? My bad.
Let's get his ass in here, man.
Yo, what's good, people?
I had to pull the race card to get up in here. I had to pull the race card. You know what I'm saying? Damn.
What's up? What's up, y'all? What you think about this $500? Well, no, you know what? No, let's go back a little bit. What you think about Epic Game Store?
All right, what I gotta say about that, man, is it's a damn shame to see people complaining about Epic getting exclusives, and I understand. I do understand, but you also got to understand this is a business. The only way they can even step foot into this is to get exclusives. Mm-hmm. Steam has too big of a grasp on the PC realm. You know what I'm saying? They have too big. They need competition. People have forgotten how important competition is. Steam is on that bullshit because they have no competition. NBA 2K is on that bullshit because they don't have no competition. You got to have competition to be on your game 100%. So I think it's needed. I understand how difficult, even though I don't understand because, I mean, you can just download the app and play the game. It doesn't take much. You don't have to buy a new console or a new PC to play these games. It don't cost you much. So it's like, it's just competition. Enjoy the competition because it'll only be better for us as consumers. So that's why I don't get it.
Let me throw this at you, Thrash. Did you like the competition when EA bought the rights to the NFL license?
That made it no competition. That ruined Madden, bro. Mm-hmm. It ruined Madden. Do you know how much room Madden took away from NFL 2K?
Yeah.
Like they share concepts. So when you have competition, you see something, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna have to use that, but put my own spin on it. Yeah. That's what Uncharted did to Tomb Raider. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like you get better games overall when you have ideas thrown from people who don't even work with you. Yep. So I believe, and I know it hurts. I know it hurt them. So when they bought the license, I was like, that's bullshit. Yeah. It's bullshit.
And you'll think about it, like the whole 360 PS3 era Madden was absolutely terrible. That whole generation, it was dog shit. It got a little bit decent now. It's decent now, but
man, 2K
fuck with it. Yeah, like 2K was the shit.
Bro. 2K was and Game Day, man. Game Day back in the day was that shit.
You know what? I'm glad you said Game Day because that's another game. Like to pick it back off a Thrash point, competition. Game Day made Madden have to revamp their engine, man. Remember, Madden didn't come out one year because Game Day came out.
NFL Quarterback Club.
Oh,
that
game was
good too.
No, no,
that Quarterback Club was dope, bro.
They said
Game Day.
Y'all just ain't had no Nintendo 64. That's all that is.
Quarterback Club was in NFL 2K. Quarterback Club was made by the niggas in NFL 2K. If I remember right.
I don't think it's the same. No. Visual Concepts is the 2K people. They was making Madden games. Well, not the full. They made one of them. No, hold on. Let's do the research. Let's do the research. They made one of the Madden games. They made one of the Madden games.
Who, Visual Concept?
Yes, I don't remember which one. They made one of them. I'm telling you, we got to do research.
VC been in there since 2000, since with Dreamcast.
Yeah, I'm talking about doing like the PS1 days because they had a falling out with EA, and that's why they left, and Sega bought them to do Dreamcast sports games. I got to look it up, man. They made one of those Madden games. I don't know which one.
I can't believe y'all ain't messing with that NFL Quarterback Club, man. The NFL Fever was trash.
Oh, who made that? That was Xbox shit, right?
That was Microsoft.
Yeah, that shit was trash.
That shit was horrible. The whole black and white buttons, man. I hated that.
Yeah,
the original controller.
But yeah. So, any more thoughts about the Epic?
I like it. It needs to be. There need to be more stores that implement the same thing. It's going to drive the price of the games down. Overall,
that's what I really care about. I don't care about nothing else but making the game cheaper.
I'm writing all this shit down. I'm putting cases on all you
Steam is so overrated, bro. Like I'm disappointed in Steam and the game sharing. Like we just found out that when you game share, only one person can play the library at a time.
Yeah, that's what we was just talking about. That bullshit. It ain't so much about Steam. I don't give a fuck about Steam, especially after last night. I just don't like. To me, what Epic's doing reminds me of that. That's why I brought up that whole EA thing. Like they're going to people and they're saying this is more money that you would make selling on PC altogether. Here, just stay with us. I don't like that.
That's what Steam has to answer back. Steam has to match it.
They got to pay them too. Then it becomes a pay to play. I don't. Come up with a better product.
That's business
between those two. The difference between those two is when EA bought the NFL rights. You would never, ever see another NFL game. Epic is right, as in Madden. Epic is buying time. That's it. They're just buying time. You can wait and play the game on Steam, but you will never see another NFL 2K game.
But you know
that's the difference between the two.
This is what's gonna drive Steam to pay the publishers more. And possibly lower prices of their games. That's what I just said.
Is that not what I just said?
It's business 101. You want more competitors. You don't want
competition breeds excellence. I don't want Steam to have a monopoly. I want Epic to come in, throw that Fortnite money around because Fortnite is trash. So throw that Fortnite money around and do something good with it. Make my PC game cheaper.
I got a copy of Crackdown 3 for all of y'all if y'all right.
Nah, I'm a gamer, nigga. I don't want that as a gamer. I'm a gamer.
But if anything, this could push Epic. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Just to let y'all know, Visual Concepts made 94 and 95. But go ahead.
Okay. Okay. The good ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
For Super Nintendo.
Super
Nintendo, yeah.
Okay.
But
go ahead.
Oh yeah, if anything, this might push Epic Store to be better because Epic Store is missing the game sharing feature. There's a lot of features missing on the Epic Store. So I don't know, man. This could drive a better market for Steam's not perfect, Epic's not perfect, but these two markets competing can make a better experience for everybody.
I think Dry said it, man. Competition is gonna make everything better, man.
Fight for my
still.
Fight for my dollars. It's the same reason.
Right, exactly. Fight for my dollars.
It's the same reason I want Xbox to get with their shit. Because right now, Sony don't give a damn, and they just walking around with their pants off in your house, and your girl walking by like that's what's happening right now.
That's like everything. Hey,
why is this right now? Right?
They canceling everything.
Right. Like you
E3?
Like, they really out here like we don't care. And
We don't need to go
like,
to E3.
Right, we ain't gotta do
90 million consoles sold, sir.
We ain't gotta do it. And then I'm literally hearing people say it's all right, they gave us some good games last year, they can take a year off. Bitch,
give these peasants VR games.
Hell no.
Give them
Iron
Man VR.
Neethles, you make it back yet, bro? Did Neethles make it back yet? No.
Actually, I just got back. I'm calling Neethles. What's going on?
No, while you were gone, we jumped back to Epic, but I know you wanted to cry and feel bad over your Halo.
Or ruin my hopes and dreams.
Like Halo trash.
Yeah.
No, man, the Halo gonna be dope, man.
Did y'all touch on that Iron Man VR yet, Mons?
Hey, can I say something on that Halo?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Y'all majority are Xbox niggas, if not all of y'all, right? And that's not bad at all. But I believe, and I've said on the round table many times.
I have a dream.
This is gonna be this Halo is gonna be a destiny. You know what I'm saying? And
I agree with you. I totally agree.
Yeah, it might be.
I see the death of Halo happening with this because Halo fans ain't gonna have no parts of it. I'm gonna tell you right now. I own all consoles. I got homies who play Halo to death, and there's nothing like the lore of Halo, bro. If it's not about Master Chief, it's an issue. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna make it to where it's about you make your own character, and maybe Master Chief is like a super move that come in and kill some shit. I don't know what they're gonna do.
They don't have to have a campaign. They better have a campaign.
That whole Master Chief thing is fake news. Like people go about like how Agent Locke ruined Halo 5, but yet they say Halo 2 is their favorite Halo. And guess what? The Arbiter is half the fucking campaign.
Half the game. Right.
It's all about having good characters at the end of the day. People love Buck. People love Noble Six, who never said a goddamn word, by the way. People love the rookie from ODST. It isn't about the Master Chief. It's all about having good characters in general. Agent Locke just was a horribly written character like everybody else in that game.
I'm gonna say it like this. When it, go ahead. My bad.
You know what Halo 5's real problem was that they sold the game as Master Chief. No, not even on Locke. They sold it as Master Chief versus Locke.
Yeah, that's what I said.
How they stuck to that Master Chief versus Locke? Locke could have been dope. Because
in Halo's defense, they did fight in the game. There was a
that was like 32 goddamn seconds. And then why can't we be friends for the rest of the damn game?
I don't understand why they did it the way they did it. They should have made it to where Master Chief could have been an enemy, right? You're fighting against Master Chief, and he could have been a super badass, just taking y'all out one-on-one, killing y'all niggas, showing you how it would feel to go up against the Master Chief, and they did not do it. It made no sense to me, bro.
They had that. They had it in the bag, in the palm of their hands. They could have made everybody like Locke. All right, I don't really want him to beat Master Chief. Nobody wants him to beat Master Chief, right? But if they make it so he goes toe to toe with him, it would have gave him some brevity. It would have gave him instant clout. But they didn't. They made him a sidekick, and nobody likes the sidekick.
You drinking some of that bomb shit today, man. You need to pass that. You finally talking some sense that I can go with. I can deal with that.
Yeah. I mean, I have to say this because I'm a Halo fan. The only guy who actually likes Halo in this whole goddamn podcast. But at the end of the day, you have to think about this. The Arbiter from Halo 2 had zero marketing compared to Agent Locke, but yet he was an instant classic. Everybody loved the Arbiter. You loved the story. You had a good backstory. He proved he was a badass, and he honestly could probably set toe to toe with the Master Chief. To be real, Agent Locke failed on that in all fronts.
Yeah,
that's true.
If they had failed, 343 failed. 343 failed. You can't blame Agent Locke. 343 failed at making the Halo 5 concept the way they did. They even sold it on that, to where it's you versus the Master Chief.
Yeah,
they failed big time on that shit, and they fucking hurt. They hurt Halo and the Xbox with that shit. To be honest.
And even like everybody loved Halo 5 multiplayer, the best since Halo 2, yada yada. Yeah, sure, but Halo is multifaceted. Like for as much as everybody likes to say, hey, multiplayer games with Xbox, Halo, people read the damn books. That stupid ass TV series that's supposed to happen by Steven Spielberg, that shit's still happening. I don't know why, because they made 1.5 good shows. out of the 20,000 they keep trying to put out. Like, and I'm saying like they need to get their focus together. Like that's Xbox problem since the beginning is they don't know how to focus. They try to do everything and they end up boiling the ocean. You can't boil the ocean. Just boil a damn pot of water and make the tea. They keep trying to boil the ocean and ended up with salty ass hot water. Like
I don't care what you say, man. This is going to be the greatest E3 ever because Phil Spencer said so.
Yeah, he said that every time. Last year was their best one. It's like,
hey, this nigga DRM been drinking that right shit today. I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Bro, I say this all the time. Y'all just don't hear me because I also be talking shit about PlayStation. But I say Xbox is trash every day. Literally every day.
Hey, Butter. Butter, you've been quiet, man. What's going on, bro?
Listen, man. Look, I'm not arguing with people on fucking Twitter. Like, y'all motherfuckers don't want. Like, listen, bro. I'm like, why y'all getting mad? Because EA and I mean, listen. I don't blame any of these people, right? If somebody come to me like, look, bro, I know you spent a lot of money to make this game. Here's some of it. Fuck yeah, I'm taking that shit. Like, what the fuck? And I'm in your sales to cover that shit. I don't want to hit nothing because you're not paying my bills.
Right. Shit, you gotta take care of your family. Shit.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Like 25%.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, nothing wrong with that. But we should always want better as consumers. It's our money that we spend, nobody else's. We should want 100%. We should want something so good that it's impossible to make.
But you know how that comes though. But you know how you get that through competition though. Like that's how it's gonna happen.
So Microsoft need to compete then.
What they're doing, it's going to force Steam to step their shit up. For the longest, listen, Steam has been the only launcher. They had issues. I'm not even going to sit here, but they just never felt the need to improve because they think that we going to be the only launcher. But now it's like, listen, bro, y'all better get in the fucking kitchen and start cooking on some serious shit.
They got you. At this point, if Epic Games little store blow up, they're gonna have to. But before then, they ain't got to do shit. They're going to sit on their hands and wait.
And that's what they're going to do. The biggest fucking mistake by sitting there.
Yeah, it will be. It will be
the biggest mistake. Like,
that was Sony's mistake. Sony sat there and sat on their hands with the Xbox and watched the 360 blow up, right? They sat on their hands and they lost momentum with that shit. Same thing is going to happen with Epic. I mean, with Steam. If they sit on their hands feeling like they got this shit in the bag, Steam. I mean, Epic is paying people less. I mean, damn, I'm faded, nigga. Forgive me, I had 6 beers.
DRM, I had 6 beers.
I had 6 beers, nigga. What I'm saying is, Epic is paying these developers more money, bro, and they getting exclusive. They're paying for exclusivity for time exclusive, but on top of that, they're paying them more money for each game sold. So it's like Epic is doing the right thing in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hurt gamers. At the end of the day, just download the app and play the game if you want to play the game. Of course, the Epic Store is in infancy, so it doesn't have all the bells and whistles that Steam has. Steam's been there for fucking years and years and years. Of course they do. But at the end of the day, they are showing that they're serious. And I'm happy whenever a company is serious on their game and shit. Period. You know what I'm saying? I can respect seriousness in the gaming fucking world, bro.
Yeah.
That Google shit. That Google shit ain't serious at all. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. That shit ain't. They got a goddamn Wi-Fi controller. No, I'm good. You ain't serious
that's not for us. That's for this generation that's coming up.
Yeah, that's why I said they're not serious. They're not serious.
Listen, Google just wants to get into a game space and collect some pennies, bro. They don't
facts. They want a bowl of cereal with no milk. I mean, for real.
Right. They can do the streaming, but they just want to collect some money. I mean, it's just another source of revenue.
They just want a little piece.
Like, yeah, they just want a little piece of the pie. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Cereal with no milk, and they say, "Look at my cereal." That's all they want. You know what I'm saying? They just want a piece of the probable pie, my nigga. They want a piece of that shit, and they go on that Xbox and XCloud hard as fuck though. I ain't gonna lie. XCloud need to.
You know why?
If you come
Google, like, I know what Google wants to always own that type of space though. That's their thing. And then since they see Microsoft coming after that, they trying to be like, listen. I mean, you and PlayStation was doing the whole entire hardware thing. The whole streaming thing is gonna be us. We gonna be the only one to hold that down. And I think that's what that's why that's what they're gonna focus on. They like Sony's gonna have the hardware. I don't know about you, Microsoft. If you want to get into that with us, let's go. But we want to dominate that area. And I see that Google wants to like specifically focus on the streaming. And Microsoft wants to get there because I don't think they figure, yo, we can't really fuck with Sony when it comes to hardware. I don't know what it is. It's just that people just gonna prefer a PlayStation. It's just like one of those same shit. You know how when you go to school, like everybody wearing fly shit and you wearing some other shit, they make fun of you just for not being down. I look, the PlayStation is just popular. Like I ain't gonna front. Like I used to be in school and I'm like, I got Xbox, niggas would dead ass laugh at me, bro. I'm like, damn, like it's that bad? Same shit. Like I don't know what it is. It's just like it is what it is. So I think like. Now Microsoft wants to go into streaming, and Google's like, "Nah, boy, that shit not happening because we already hit." Type shit.
Well, this is the perfect segue, not to jump in front of Griggity. But did anybody have any other questions on Halo 5 about like what they think could bring the Halo series back? Yeah, Halo series back or.
Listen, there's no such thing as them bringing it back, in my opinion. My bad. Go ahead.
Damn.
Well,
hey,
Halo fans is gonna love Halo, but that new Halo, I mean. I don't know what they want to do with it. Are they trying to cater to like non-Halo fans, or who are they trying to cater to? Because it's like
what they need to do is just stop going for the Call of Duty crowd and stop going for the ultra casual crowd, and just go back to the hardcore crowd and cater to them. Because at the end of the day, Halo the Master Chief Collection, believe it or not, it came back from the dead. They're having Halo 3 tournaments again. Halo El Dorado, which was a Halo Online mod, just basically made the game into Halo 3. That fucking blew up. I had almost like 100,000 players.
King Thrash just said there ain't no more Halo. Ain't no more Halo.
Halo is still relevant, bro. No, Halo is not relevant. It is
Halo
still relevant,
4 and 5 made the series seem like it's going irrelevant because Halo 5, for how much we say we like the multiplayer, I don't think that multiplayer is going to age well. I think it's a good shooter. I don't think it's a good Halo. I really don't. I'd rather play Halo 3 to this day over Halo 5's multiplayer. And that's the truth. When Halo 5 brought the anniversary playlist of Halo 3 into the game, I thought it made the game way better when you took away all those abilities. Yes, you can have those abilities in the new game, but at least give me a classic option so I can play classic Halo how it's meant to be played.
Listen,
because I think that's
when you want to go for
you're missing the
minorities, bro. I mean, when you want to go for the casuals, all of that shit, casuals not gonna fuck with that. That's just too.
Yeah,
much
but that's
shit,
why you
right?
need options for both. You have the option for the Halo fans, and you have the options for the casual fans. Because they're never gonna.
Yeah, but you gotta understand though, bro. Like this is their stepchild, bro. This is their side bitch. This is 343's side bitch, my nigga. And like, no lie. I mean, this is Bungie's baby. This is Bungie's pride, bro. This is not 343's pride. I know some guys came from Bungie and all that. I know all that, but at the end of the day, this is Bungie's creation. This isn't 343's creation. That's why from 4 to 5, those were not Bungie made. You know what I'm saying? Because and you can see why it's been falling the way it's been falling. They want to make Halo in their own way. They don't even want to make Halo, to be honest. They're getting paid to make Halo. That's the difference. Bungie wants to make Halo. This company is getting paid to make Halo. And that's a huge difference when it comes to artistic value in that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why
what's hurting Halo.
They did their own art style, but at the end of the day, when they switched back to the old art style in Halo Wars 2, you saw the community actually had good feedback for once from Halo. Halo Wars 2, and they brought that guy from Halo Wars 2 to do Halo Infinite, and you saw everything blow up when you saw fucking Master Chief's helmet. His helmet alone got people hyped off a Halo game. Think about that.
That breaks their heart every time. It breaks their heart. My bad. Go ahead.
No. You go, Thread. No, I was going to say, let me interject here a little bit about Halo, give a little Halo history. And this is where it sheds light on the management of Microsoft. Halo 5 was supposed to be a launch title for the Xbox One. And then the management did not listen to 343 Studios and some of the people there and decided to add all this other shit, this Locke versus Master Chief thing. And that's what pushed it back. And that's what made it even worse. So I don't doubt that they might be a lot of money for the next Halo. I don't think $500 million. It might be, like Thrash said, is like kind of semi being a new Destiny where it's gonna last a long time, hence the name Halo and Infinity or whatever the fuck it's called. You know what I'm saying? But it does need a reboot. It does need a reclassification with the new class of gamers, because the people that grew up loving Halo 2 are not the same gamers that are predominantly
outgrown now.
Yeah, so they are going to have to redo some things. But again, the biggest deterrent for Halo after Bungie left is now it is solely in the hands of the Microsoft management team to craft and come up with the uniqueness of this game. And they fucked up Halo 5. Important. Listen, I don't normally recommend this podcast because I can't stand this organization. But listen to Podcast Unfiltered, where Ryan McCaffrey interviews what's her name, Bonnie, whatever, the head of Bonnie Ross. He interviews her, and she puts all this shit out there. So listen to that.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, part of the reasons why Halo 4, especially Halo 4, was bad was because they made sure to go hire people who hate Halo to make a Halo game because they thought with Matt's logic, people like Call of Duty, let's hire a bunch of those type of people to make Halo. Yeah. And look how that turned out. Yep. At the end of the day, there's a reason why they're going for the nostalgia train with Halo Infinite. From everything from the art style to Master Chief's helmet. And I will say this, Halo Infinite is going to have classic-like modes for its multiplayer. It's going to come down to that. Now, is it going to be a modern game? Yes, it is going to be a modern game. It's going to be a lot like Halo 5, but there will be like maybe a classic Slayer playlist and stuff like that. Or they're going to bring classic elements in some way. That's coming because at the end of the day, when you see the classic Halo taking off again, Halo 3 tournaments, they don't come back for no reason. 343 wouldn't be promoting them for no reason. You see something like Halo El Dorito blow up on PC, even though Thrash probably doesn't want to believe that. It's, at the end of the day, classic Halo is as unique today as it was back then. Stop being this mobility Titanfall Call of Duty clone. Be you. That's what Halo is.
They're going to be Destiny, bro.
Why do you guys think? Well, I know what King Thrash answer is going to be because you think it's going to be Destiny, but every Halo had a 3-year development cycle. This one is going to be 5.
Yeah.
Why do you think that? Do you think that it's one of, like what King Thrash said? Okay, so it's a new engine, a bigger game. You guys think it's going to be a bigger game also?
I think y'all both right. I think it's a little bit of what's going to be open world. I think it's going to be open world. I think the name says it to me. I think it's going to be that, and they're going to try to integrate some of the old school elements. Let's just see how well they fuse it. We'll have to see.
Yeah, and that's just what we need to do at the end of the day. I hope Halo really becomes a good game again because Halo 5 wasn't it, and Halo 4 certainly wasn't it.
Neverland in the chat. Neverland.
I like Halo 4 story though. That was a good story.
Neverland in the chat with his campaign. Its multiplayer was fucking trash. Yeah, that's what I hate about it.
Neverland in the chat with his constant positivity says Halo Infinite low-key flopping.
How dare you, Neverland?
And here's the thing: if they release Halo Infinite on Steam, it's gonna blow up. That's all I'm saying.
All I know is Neverland about to buy another Xbox One X and sell it in a month and a half as soon as that Halo Infinite comes out.
I made a bet. I made a bet with the roundtable saying that Halo Infinite is going to be on all consoles. It's going to be the first all console, all platform. Okay. You say no, but what?
What do you mean by that? Do you mean
what you mean all like Sony, Nintendo? What do you mean?
What was that bet?
Sony, Nintendo, PC, Xbox.
Yeah, but do you mean at launch? When do you mean?
At launch, crossplay. Yes.
What was that bet?
He said he want in. I
bet everybody $20. I bet everybody $20.
I would think that
Halo Infinite would be cross-play across all platforms.
Okay, I want that same $20 bet.
King Flash is making history on Scrampunks. First time, and he's the first bet.
Hey man, I'm glad.
You know how many times? You know how much money I won, bro?
I'm glad I sent you that link.
PS5 wouldn't come out this year. I won that money. I said,
you bet some fools there.
You bet some fools. They thought PS5 was coming out.
People thought it was happening, bro. People thought I was like, no, it's not. I said Anthem was going to flop. I said Anthem was going to flop, and the motherfuckers didn't believe me. That shit is happening right now.
Yeah, nah.
Like, hey, I'm telling you, I
would have lost that bet. I would have lost that bet because I did not see Anthem flopping, bro.
I
saw that shit flopping day one. I was like, that shit is going to flop.
I was with you, Thrash, at first. Everybody remember. I was like, I have no faith in Anthem. And
then
I got it in my hands. And then I made the foolish decision of just because I played, 4 hours of it that I thought it was going to be the shit, not realizing it wasn't going to have no content. So,
yeah, that's exactly what I said. That's why I didn't pick it up at all. I didn't even play the free motherfucking beta or nothing. I was like, I'm not even going to play this shit. It's going to be it's going to be another Destiny. It's a Destiny with robots and lack of titty physics. That's exactly what it was. You know what I'm saying? People make the nerve had never betting me, and I bet they asses. And here we are,
first, man. Y'all heard it first. We gonna keep tabs on this bet. Keep tabs on this bet.
Keep tabs on. I want my monies. I want it. I want it.
All right, Dirt.
All right. Now, I know we've been talking shit about Xbox for the last 15 minutes.
Woo! Let's get into it.
King Thrash is here, so you know he's gonna be some shit talking about Xbox.
Facts.
But let's talk about this, man. No names are gonna be said, but there's been a lot of Xbox guys jumping ship lately. Within the last 6 months, would you guys say? Really, like this, I'm tired of Xbox shit. I'm out of here. I've done several videos, and my man King Thrash would comment on my videos. You know, like he makes great points, you know, in the comment section. But me personally, I just want to ask you guys, what do you guys think about some of the timing of some of these guys jumping ship, or why are all these guys jumping ship? I mean, we know Xbox exclusive game situation is shitty, you know, but why were some guys didn't jump in 2013 or even 2017 when they had absolutely nothing? Why are guys jumping ship now?
He's gonna clear my throat.
Why are guys jumping ship? I mean, there's a lot of guys. Listen, because I've seen with my own two eyes when guys start bashing Xbox or become a PlayStation guy, their subscriber counts double. I've seen it with my own two eyes. I've seen that. Now, I'm not saying that's why everybody's doing it. I just want you guys.
I'm just saying that to the Xbox, it is complete and utter crap that you are jumping ship like that. Mm-hmm. I would hate to question your integrity. I am 100% questioning your integrity.
Wait.
Also,
wasn't he the same guy that crucified
jumping ship in 2019?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It is
definitely not the color of his skin. It is the content of his character that is being questioned.
They crucified you like, yo, like Jesus, man. Like they put him on.
Let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you guys. Hold on. Before you go ahead. These PlayStation games, right? They've been there. God of War was announced in 2016.
Yeah.
We seen footage of how dope that shit looked back then. Horizon Zero Dawn, that shit was announced in 2015. We seen that these guys have been repping Xbox all of these years. Then why all of a sudden now I'm done with this shit?
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
What you want me to tell you? I can tell you. I can say the answer, but I can wait until everybody speak. I'll let everybody else go.
But hold on, King Thread. I just want to interject real quick and let you go. If Dirt brought up 2016 E3, make sure you go to Morgan Day's channel and watch the Xbox BGST react to 2016's E3 for Sony, and now let King Thrash go.
Oh yeah,
no, go ahead. I'll go last. Go ahead.
Okay, so it's no secret that I'm an Xbox console guy. Like I prefer the Xbox console. I'm gonna get King Thrash. I'm gonna get King Thrash triggered while you're here, right? So personally, I don't like the PlayStation first party exclusive. It's just me. I like the action, survivor, shooter, gameplay type thing. I don't like the story-based games. That's me. I'm not getting on anybody's case if they like otherwise. But here's my thing. That shit that I liked that brought me to Xbox was present nowhere this entire generation. Maybe Quantum Break in some form or fashion, a little bit in Quantum Break. So, with that being said, in 2017, when I saw what Phil was trying to do, my brother Mass jokes with me all the time. He's like, damn, MM2K, you at like Phil and them was messing with your side chick and you caught him and shit, right? Because the way I feel about Phil, you know what I'm saying? Say that fast 5 times. But I saw his direction. I saw it was more on the more softer side, the more, kumbaya side, the more of I'm going to be at DICE and praise Uncharted more than I praise my own shit side. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't like that direction. That, like Dirt said, that's 2017. I can see maybe early 2018. But if you damage control Xbox, that's my Sea of Thieves. No, I'm not even gonna get it. But some of the other shit that people have said about the Xbox games, if you think they're better than Sony games, that's one thing. But to say that they're creme de la creme and they're like the Xbox echelon, you're a fucking lie. So I'm going to question your integrity because all of a sudden in 2019, when the shit at the 12th hour, when the shit is over, you want to have an epiphany. Now that the store is closed and they took my money and they kicked me out. Now I realize that maybe I shouldn't have gave them. That don't make any sense
Thank you.
because it's too late now.
Absolutely.
Phil's vision is going to happen at E3, whether you like it or not. When you had a chance to change it, you should have said something back in 2017 when you could have changed the shit. So I just want everybody that want to ride this train now, that want to roll with that blueprint now, shut the hell up. Just shut the hell up.
Thrash, like before you go, Thrash, let me say this one more time. Moss,
I'm quiet.
I agree with what you said, bro. One more thing. Guys are like, oh, these Sony games are amazing. With the exception of Ghost of Tsushima, all of no motherfucking games was announced in 2015 to 2016. You know about these fucking games.
And you knew when Xbox said, when Eurogamer asked Phil, you know, where's your AAA exclusives? And Phil responded, Sea of Thieves. You think that's AAA, right? That should have been it right there. Case closed. Case closed.
I don't know what the hell you talking about because Sea of Thieves is game of the generation.
Shit.
Man,
come on, man.
I'm on my.
Don't
You know me. I don't give a damn about none of these.
I'm just saying. And I'm not trying to target one specific person.
I've been on these. I've been in this Twitterverse, right?
Yeah.
And I've been reading that stuff that people send me because I don't follow none of these motherfuckers. Yeah. I haven't from the beginning. The whole time that
I do.
They was in the circle. Y'all know I don't. I follow the people that's in this podcast. And I follow very specific people. All the larger scale people. I don't give a damn about none of these dudes. I don't care about none of their opinions. Like, y'all want to go in your little circle jerks? That's cool. Do your thing. I'm not in it. I don't watch y'all YouTube videos. None of that shit. So I don't care. But this dude, same dude, argued tooth and fucking nail. And nail. All of a sudden, someone sent me a tweet yesterday where something was said to the effect of Xbox hasn't given you a AAA game since 2015. Now, I said it in that voice for a very specific reason.
Oh boy.
Because my brother Z has been screaming that shit for a year and a half. But all of a sudden, you came to this epiphany.
Listen.
All of a sudden, you have come to the forefront that Xbox ain't shit. We've been saying that Xbox ain't shit for a long time. Even when Moss would literally he'd be like, all right, Xbox, I hate you, Phil. Satya, you can kiss my ass, but Xbox, I love my Xbox. Like, he'll say that in the same sentence. He will leave and tell them to get better. Yeah. Y'all motherfuckers just been knee pads to the ground for years.
Double fisting that shit, bro.
And all of a sudden, your subscriber count stopped going up.
Yeah. Right.
Before you had the subscribers, you had the backing, you had the mouthpiece to grow you.
Yeah.
And you had the complexion to ensure that kept happening.
Yeah.
Now you're relying on just your complexion because you are fucking boring and you say the same shit over and over.
Damn. Wait, who?
Megaton.
Right. You megaton. You know what's a megaton? Your charisma. Your charisma is a nuclear bomb of trash.
Flee the studio.
Of straight trash. If you wasn't making garbage content, people would keep watching. I don't give a damn about my YouTube channel. I make more money.
You need a video.
I make more money from a side hustle than you make on YouTube, and I guarantee it. And you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking to. I'm not gonna say your name because you are not that important enough.
Listen,
hey, man.
Your name out. But never in your fucking life try to grab onto the chains again, because right now you grabbing for scraps at the table that your ass was already.
But it ain't just him though.
It ain't. But he's the catalyst for the group of circles that just grab each other by the. They just y'all group of circles ass today. Y'all want to strip his butt cheeks today? Let's do this.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
Ass a little bit for doing nothing.
Let me say this because I know Butter wanted to chime in too.
Maybe let the
Okay,
go.
we kind of know subliminally who Mass is setting on fire here. Those views do not reflect the views of PNTS Network.
They reflect me. This is the real masculine. This is not nobody else. Come for me. Come for me.
I'm sitting with the Tech 9. He's sitting with the Tech 9.
Come for me. Come for me 100%. Because your life means jack shit to me.
But let me say this.
I am not a nice person, and I will ruin your fucking existence.
I'm not a nice person.
Let me say this real quick.
Okay, go ahead, Miles. Go ahead,
Let me say this real quick, and I'm gonna shut up. My problem is not necessarily that person because a dog is it is what it is. That's I'm not surprised about that. I've seen that shit happen since I've been on YouTube. My problem is now the motherfuckers that want to have an epiphany because of that. Oh, because they said it, it must be true, but it's too late now. Everybody wants it. Yeah, you're right. It don't matter. The store is closed. You've already been robbed, motherfucker. The van is already gone with your bags of money. So my thing is that to the social media networks, everybody that now wants to have this epiphany, shut the hell up and ride the train until E3. After E3, then I can get if y'all say, oh, it really ain't going to happen the way we thought it was going to happen. But you know what's going to happen. It's already been evident. Like Mass has been saying, they've been very transparent. We've just been sticking with them like dumbasses. That's it. And I'm shutting up.
Y'all think it's bad as fuck.
No, I don't blame them, bro. It's like... It's like when Jesus came to spread Christianity. These motherfuckers put him on a cross and just kicked his ass, and now everybody's a believer all of a sudden. It's like, wait a minute, man. That's what they did to Z, bro. They put him on a cross, man, and nailed this motherfucker. Like, get your black ass out of here. And now what? Oh, shit. Like, you know what? I guess he wasn't wrong. Not only that, bro. Ever since I remember when God of War, this is when I was like, all right, these motherfuckers is crazy. They don't even want Xbox to do better, honestly. They like feeding off these fucking fanboys that's crying. Like, oh, we need a savior. Xbox is being attacked. Nah, bro. Like, yo. And they was feeding off these dudes. But I still remember when God of War came out. Certain person was like, I don't know, man. This shit don't look good. It's not like 3. Even though God of War needed change, right? Because Sony isn't afraid to do they're like, nah, it's not going to do good. The game come out. You know what? I'm going to wait when the game is like $10 to pick it up. And this person know who the fuck they are, right? They was fucking hating. Even though the game was dropping 10s everywhere, they was hating. And I'm like, all right, now I see why Xbox is doing bad. These motherfuckers don't even want this fucking, Microsoft to do good. They rather stay where they at just to, fill in their own insecurity about their fucking plastic. Mm-hmm. And Z was right all along. Z wasn't attacking. He wanted better. Paying money for his shit, bro. It's the same shit with me. Because I bought Xbox 360. I jumped off PS3 to go to Xbox 360. Because that shit was fire. I got Halo and all of that shit. I was like, you know what? I might ride the wave. But when they started fucking up, I was like, nah, boy. I told my boys, I'm like, listen, I'm getting off the ship. I don't know about y'all niggas. Y'all could be a diehard fan all y'all want. I bought a PS4. Me, personally, I call it how I see it. And exactly what Z did.
There's a lot of people did that too, bro.
Bitching. Yeah, which is that?
No, I said, a lot of people did that, bought a PS4, left the 360.
No. But you know what kills me, though? When they knew Microsoft was on this train wreck, they stay there. So why all of a sudden, like Matt said, that everybody want to jump ship? Wait a minute, I don't understand. Why are you jumping ship at the end of the gen?
That's my point.
I think y'all got it. I think all y'all niggas got it wrong.
Okay, all y'all fucking saying these niggas don't even got.
Go ahead, Thrash.
Like, what the fuck? These niggas was drowning. I guess they got tired of that shit. Like, you know what, bro? I need some air, bro. Like what the fuck y'all niggas was doing? The shit was on fire, nigga. That shit split like fucking Titanic. Like. Motherfuckers like, I'm not gonna let go. Like, we gonna sink with this shit. All the time, nigga, like
I'm sinking with it. Hey, go ahead, Thrash.
I don't I think y'all niggas got it wrong. I think all y'all niggas got it wrong. I don't think nobody jumped nobody's shit. Mm-hmm. What happened here is that Xbox niggas been standing by Xbox for the longest, right? Thick and thin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was mistake number 1. Because at the end of the day, we all signed up to be gamers. We didn't sign up to be a Microsoft supporter. We didn't sign up to be a Sony supporter. Yeah, niggas think I'm a motherfucking PlayStation fanboy for some reason.
Nigga, you are.
Hey, I'm telling you. People think I literally just dropped a video on this shit, my nigga. Like, niggas really think I'm a fanboy of PlayStation. No, I am a fanboy of games. Period. I owned every console. I'll smack you. I'll smack niggas in every system right now. No problems. On site, whatever, nigga. Let's run it. I'm that type of guy. And gamers are those type of guys. It's just that we got so caught up in this fake ass console war that we believe that they're factions now. Like these guys who you guys think left the Xbox didn't really leave. They just got a PlayStation to play games they haven't played before because Microsoft isn't delivering what they promised them. At the end of the day, gamers are going to be gamers, are going to always be gamers. Just like an ugly chick, no matter how much makeup she put on, that bitch still ugly. You know what I'm saying? You're going to always be yourself, and gamers are always going to be gamers. Gamers are going to play PlayStation because they still have games on the horizon that look good, and Microsoft doesn't have much that looks good. They just showed a trailer of an engine display for Halo and a Gears of War that got a chick with no titty physics. So it's like it's the same shit over and over again. You got Ghost of Tsushima on one side, and you got the same shit that you had last year on the other. So it's not really gamers leaving. It's
here's
more
my thing, Fred. Here's my thing.
Also,
go ahead. Butter,
I was going to
go
say
ahead.
to add on to Thrash though. Honestly, now I think about it though, these motherfuckers were just in on it for the money business. They ain't really give a fuck
for sure.
Any of this shit.
Super
they
for
really
sure.
Did it.
Super for sure.
Let me to jump on board. And Matt said their money is dry now, so they got to move on, bro.
Yeah.
It is, and that's is showing.
Facts. I got a video coming up. Not a video. I got an actual channel podcast coming up that's going to be based on these type niggas to where they really YouTubers who play games, not gamers who do YouTube. It's a difference, a big difference between those two.
Yeah,
that's a big difference. Thrash right about that. It's a big difference, bro.
I was just going to say, there's nothing wrong, even through all of this, if you still prefer Xbox as a console. Because I'll put it to you like this. There are some people that like multi-plat console gaming. They don't care about exclusives on the other side. And that's fine. If you're like that and you like your Xbox, that's fine. You see all this exclusive talk and it doesn't mean anything to you. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. My thing is that to play devil's advocate versus what Thrash was saying. It's not so much, and I'm not saying this against Sony, it's not so much that people got the games in their hands. It's like what Dirt was saying. That's why Z was starting to say what he said back in 2017. You knew what the hell was coming. Microsoft already told you they're not buying games anymore because they don't believe in that shit. You knew that Eurogamer came out in 2016, where Phil said that Sea of Thieves was AAA. You were there when State of Decay was bumped down from AAA to AA. You were there when Crackdown went through 75 rehauls. You were there for all this shit.
All that shit.
Why now in 2019?
That was my point, Moss. That's
35
my point.
minutes away from the next generation, all of a sudden you have this epiphany. Now, and it's not the person that's having the epiphany, it's the motherfuckers that now are coming from the anthills. Yeah, that is right. We want them to do better. Shut the hell up. Because if you wanted them to do better, you would have said something in 2017.
You should have been saying shit. That's exactly what my video was I did yesterday. That's what I was saying. That's all I was saying. You know, where the fuck 2013? Yes, I get that shit.
Yeah.
There's so many people I know personally said, man, fuck Xbox. Like, I'm out.
Yep.
No, obviously I stayed the Xbox guy, but man, like Thrives made a point about like some people just getting the PS4 in their games. Okay. That's cool. I can understand if a person that's finally getting a PS4, like, damn, this shit is amazing. I get that. But back to the point that you just said, Moss, these motherfuckers had PS4s. Right. They've been watching all the E3 shows, seeing all the games, playing the games, playing the VR, playing all this. All of a sudden, man, fuck that. Come on, I just don't get it. In the first quarter of 2019.
Yep.
That's what I was saying too, Dirk. Like you wait to the end of the gen.
Yeah.
Do this, like
it's the best time. That's the best time. PlayStation 4s are cheap. Games are cheap. And you got all those games, bro. You got all these.
Listen here. You guys are totally missing that Sony has State of Play and they showed off Iron Man, and that's why they jumped in straight. That's
probably that too.
Come on, tell us what you think about that.
About what?
Iron Man VR. Like how it looks to you.
That shit dumb garbage, nigga. The whole state of play was garbage.
Hold on. Thrash, I need you to do your investigation videos like you did with Crackdown 3 with his Iron Man VR, because people are saying this is like the next Hail Mary. This is the next big Sony game. I want your investigation on this one.
Hey, I don't mind doing.
Yeah, bro, you did like 2 investigations on Crackdown. This doesn't have cloud physics. Fuck out of here.
Hey, it does. It fucking does. Nobody's saying that shit though. Nobody's saying that shit does not have cloud, y'all.
Hey, y'all, I got a confession, y'all. I got a confession. No. Well, I did like the multiplayer at first, but it did get boring. But I said, you know what? I was bored. I said, I'm about to try to play some Crackdown multiplayer. Couldn't find a fucking game, bro.
Not a single match. Not a single match.
I confess, we do that, bro.
Hey, bro, the matchmaking timed out. I was like, damn.
Yeah, bro.
Nobody's playing that.
Nobody, literally nobody in the whole world, bro.
Nobody.
The whole world.
I called that shit too. When I first saw that trailer,
all y'all so-called pro niggas that was like, yo, I'm singing with the ship ass.
It's all fakery, bro. It's all fakery. You know, everybody like to root for the underdog, dog. That's what Microsoft is going through right now. Everybody roots for the underdog, to where people just root and talk and want to talk and get attention that way. But when it comes time to buying games, niggas just not buying games.
No,
that's why they go on the cell phones. That's why they go on the PC and doing all that shit. They're not buying. Game Pass is just an entry for them to leave console gaming, bro. Trust.
That's what
there's no break.
Eventually, I agree with him. I agree.
Eventually.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. What's crazy is that like these motherfuckers been on Xbox way longer than me, but I have way more gamer score, even though I'm a PlayStation dude on Xbox, and half of these so-called pro X. I dead ass be looking at this shit. I got way more gamer score. And I'm like, wait a minute, but y'all been on Xbox for y'all whole life.
Yeah.
My gamer score is trash.
Nigga,
I got 100,000 something.
I'm at like 20, 30,000, some shit.
What's a good trophy score? What's a good trophy score? Like, what's a good trophy score? Because I'm level 590. Oh yeah, I'm like level 10 or something with my trophy.
Yeah, I'm level 26, my nigga. I don't even try. I don't believe in platinums. I beat a game, I get tired of it. That's it. I don't give
right. I ain't about to beat up right.
Like if you're
a
multiplayer gamer, if you're a multiplayer gamer, you don't earn achievements anyways.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, true.
So no, I mean, I even had dudes come at me like, nigga, I got 18, 19, 20, 30 platinums. I'm like, nigga, I got 2. So what? They gotta smack you in any game you want. You know, I call out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, man, I'm still calm neutral, but I'm gonna have to throw Craig Simmons on the bus here. Here's the thing, Craig Simmons. Maybe The Last Guardian did come out trash, but at least they had other games. We didn't.
Man. Yeah.
Like, I can't even hey, look, y'all know how I feel about Horizon Zero Dawn, but I can't even say that no more because what the fuck do we have? What do we have?
I mean, niggas are sitting behind State of Decay and Thieves and all that shit.
Exactly, hey, bruh. Yeah, hey, look, man. Hey, look, we got to keep it real, but we had to keep it real. We had to keep it real 2017. You can't talk about Horizon Zero Dawn when you're sitting there like Griggity said, looking for matches in the entire world, right, Thrash?
Hey, listen, I'm still Team Xbox like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But
Game Pass couldn't save that fucking game.
I will admit, me personally, I got way
more respect for you, Dirk. I'm dead ass though. Like these motherfuckers be knowing their game be shit. They sit there. Yeah. You know how when you eat something you don't want to when you eating something that you don't like, that shit disgusting. Exactly. But you feel forced to eat it. But
yeah.
It's good, bro.
Your mother-in-law's food.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Spit that shit out, nigga, and be like,
your girl food. Nigga, your girl food, nigga. Have you ever been on the first date and shit? I'm gonna cook for you. Not a first date, but a date with
bro, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna cook for you. You just want to come over so you can smash, but you gotta eat her food.
Facts.
You know, you eat some shit. You got a smile on your face, like,
Yeah, exactly, bro. You know that shit.
Can I have more? You know what I'm saying? But in the back of your mind, you're like, nigga, you know you damn well you want to throw up and shit. And shit at the same time.
You know what, though? I would fully admit as a diehard Xbox guy, this generation, the PlayStation has been a better console. Come on, I mean, I can't sit here and say it hasn't, bro. It's been a better console.
And you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say to that. I'm gonna say this has been the worst generation in gaming history, if you ask me.
I agree with
totally
you.
agree. I totally agree.
Worst generation in gaming history.
Not to take anything away from PlayStation, because they bounced back from last year and they started, they started doing things towards your consumer base. But I agree with Thrash that this was the worst generation.
I agree, bro. I mean, there's been some good games there, like a God of War, Witcher 3.
Yeah,
you know,
it's always good games. It's always good games.
Honestly,
but overall, I agree with you, bro.
Overall, third party has
But
been
that's the-
dumb garbage. Oh man, it's just all
That's
bad.
the
Bro.
two put a bad taste in my mouth. This whole gen.
Bruh.
Yeah,
Fallout 76.
All right.
Tomb
Underwhelming.
Tomb Raider been
Anthem.
underwhelming. Yeah. Oh man.
Hold on, the Tomb Raider was dope. That Shadow of Tomb Raider was dope.
No, I said it was underwhelming. Think about Shadow of Tomb Raider, right? And then compare that to the first Tomb Raider remake on the PS3 and Xbox 360.
Yeah, it came out 20.
I think that one was better. Yeah, that one. I think that one as a whole was better than that shit. You know what I'm saying? I think everything Assassin's Creed was better.
That guy with Xbox though. You know what I'm saying? The guy that made that with Xbox now though. You know.
Yeah, he is, and I hope he does something.
Yeah.
I hope
me
he
too.
do something.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying? It's a problem with Xbox though. We've been too busy hoping for something to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they're doing this. Oh, they're doing that. And at the end of the day, they still have. It's the end of the generation, and we haven't gotten what we've been.
I can't disagree with you on that one.
I can't. I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer about Xbox, but I was listening to discussions about Casey Hudson, how they had him working on mixed reality. Come on, that motherfucker should have gave him a studio. Then you had the guy that they brought over from the EA that he was doing Connect. You didn't learn from that.
But it's a different regime though, man. Come on,
he's talking about same regime.
Listen, man. At the end of the day, all of our complaint matters. Now they going out there buying studios. They really gonna be cooking. I don't understand why people try to shut other people's voice. Like that's just stupid. Like when you get mad at people like Z for putting on these videos, like. Listen, because it's Z, that's why they buying studios. Let's be fucking honest. Like, if y'all motherfuckers was damage controlling, they wouldn't have any reason to go out and buy studios. But because we lit their ass on fire, and now they have to do that shit.
I think PlayStation lit their ass on fire.
I think Thrash hit the nail right on the head. You have YouTubers that happen to play games instead of gamers that are being on YouTube. So they picked a flag and they stuck with that shit. And now that the flag that they picked was the wrong flag, now they try to switch up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about that viewership. It's all about that tube, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, what's about to happen?
I think that's a real war.
I will bet you money. I will bet you money that as soon as E3 come, they gonna switch right the fuck back up.
Oh yeah. Always.
Right now, where the money is, dog.
Right now it's downtime. It's downtime, and Xbox ain't announced nothing. So it's downtime in order to grab the subscribers that they don't have. They're gonna go for that base. I'm now an Xbox guy. I go for PlayStation now. No, you don't.
Dirk, you better keep them.
You don't even play games.
So throwing them under the bus.
Right. I'm seeing from Mr. Kima in the chat that Casey Hudson didn't want to run another studio, but yet he ran back to BioWare.
Yeah,
so I don't know about that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, maybe he expressed that. Sometimes you can't take some of the business talk as legitimate. Kima, he probably said that to make it sound like he was happy doing mixed reality.
Because you don't run back to BioWare.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, man, FC saying, man, we agreeing too much in this motherfucker.
FC always wants some goddamn confusion.
He wants to draw. Yeah.
Probably that's Leonardo DiCaprio off the weapon.
Hey, FC, you know I'm Xbox forever, dog. Shit, I'm gonna go down with
ain't
this
nothing wrong with it, but Dirt is legit. Dirt is legit. A lot of these people like Thrash. I like that Thrash. Thrash said,
I love that.
YouTubers that happen to get that are gaming instead of gamers that happen to YouTube.
Hey, I love that too, man. But look, see, I'm a gamer, man. I got my days gone paid for that shit. I'm just waiting for that shit to drop. That Mortal Kombat. I love games, man. I just prefer the Xbox.
Yeah, that's what it's about. That's what it's always been about, bro. It's just about loving games, bro. Back in Nintendo Sega, we was real gamers back then. Anybody who was doing it back in them days.
Hell yeah.
Where it was like, okay, you got a Sega, nigga? Hey, bring that shit over. We gonna play Mario, we gonna play Sonic, we gonna do that shit all day. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gonna do. We gonna game all day. Now it's like, nigga, you like Halo, nigga? I don't even like your breath no more, nigga. Like, you get your clothes, Halo, nigga. You know, like, it's just crazy, bro. Like how it is nowadays.
Hey, Thrash. I remember I was the only nigga on my block that had a Sega Master System, right? Everybody else had Nintendos. My boys used to come over because they like, nigga, that Rocky game is dope. Let's play that shit.
I'm saying, nigga, Space Harrier, nigga.
Yeah, Space Harrier. Let's play it, man.
Run it.
Shinobi, all this shit dope. It wasn't like,
Buster
man, you whack as hell for having that Sega. Me, you know,
never, bro.
And I used to go over their crib and play Mike Tyson Punch Out, a double dribble, and you know,
man,
it's about gaming, man. About gaming.
Yeah. The war. The thing is, the difference now and then is that the war is between gamers. Where back in the day, the war was between these companies. You know what I'm saying? The companies was going at it. That's how it was supposed to be.
Nintendo don't.
Right, exactly. They was trying to win us.
Right.
Genesis does what Nintendo
don't. They were fighting for us. Exactly right. Fighting for us.
And now, right now, we are fighting for them.
Damn,
That's
you said
crazy.
I'm glad I sent you that link tonight, nigga.
You know, I don't know about that, King Thrash, because honestly, I think Sony lately has been fighting for your wallet, and I think even Nintendo, whether you like their games or not, they put out a lot of fucking games. Honestly,
when's the last time you heard?
It's like you said, it's just Microsoft not competing. That's all it is. Microsoft isn't competing.
When's the last time you heard Microsoft or the PlayStation disrespect each other on some we're better than them shit? What?
No, when's the last time you heard Xbox brag about their lineup? Talk about their exclusives. They did that in the beginning of the generation. Watch that fizzle out.
It's a wrap now, bro. Because we've taken over that. The console war has taken over. They don't got to fight for us no more. We've already chosen.
Right, man.
You know what I'm saying? People, it's like they got our money already. Now they're trying to make us spend more money longer. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is now.
Yeah, and then plus they changed this from a console war to an ecosystem war anyway. So now that the PlayStation 4 won this generation, it basically automatically wins the next generation because you take all your games with you. It is what it is now.
Right, and they want us all share.
But you know who caused that shit though? Like we said, it's the non-fucking gamers who has these YouTube channels. I'm telling you, they basically shot themselves in the foot, especially for the gamers, forced them to pick a side. Because as a gamer, I told you guys, I don't have a problem bouncing, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like you do something I don't like, get the fuck out of here. Like I ain't gonna say shit. I'm leaving. Like I said, a lot of these YouTubers gave you know some of these gamers a pick. Like I'm like, you're not supposed to do that. Oh, I'm gonna stick with. I'm not. Look, you can stick with Xbox if it's your preferred platform, but you should always want better, right? If they're not doing something, speak with your wallet. That's what I'm always been telling people. But do not get caught up in this whole entire fanboy because the people that's making these videos don't give a fuck about. They just want your money too, just like Microsoft, just like Sony. They gonna pick a side for you, and you gonna stick with that shit. Right. When you ain't get when they feel like, all right, subscribers is dropping, I gotta move on and leave your ass behind.
All right, 2K, I see.
All right, bro. Yeah, 2K. Yeah, shit. What time is it? See, I know Thrash on that West Coast time.
Yeah, I am. So it's early for me. Whenever y'all ready, man. I'm just a guest here, man. Kick me out anytime y'all want.
We are about to get off. So I got a bedtime shit. I gotta get up 6 o'clock in the morning over here.
Yeah, I hear you. I got 4 over here, nigga. So I hear you.
Right.
So I'm gonna say this real quick. Start playing some goddamn games instead of just talking about games because we talk about games, but I've literally been playing the Division 2 this entire goddamn time. So start playing some goddamn games instead of just talking about games, and maybe, just maybe, I don't know, it's crazy. Get a personality. Be a real person before you try to be a YouTube person.
Listen, man. Listen, what y'all need to start doing is start exposing these so-called gamers that just sit there, like, expose them. Fucking get their gamer score, throw that shit on Twitter. Like,
they've been exposed. They've been exposed over and over again for fake gameplay, for stealing other people's gameplay. Z ain't shit. That's my bro. He ain't shit. He plays games, and he still be taking other people's gameplay. He plays this motherfucker plays games live. Twitch records it for him, and he still be taking other people's gameplay because he ain't shit. But I know he's playing games. These other motherfuckers, y'all had the same damn score, gamer score, and all that other shit. But you playing all these, you supposed to be playing all these games. How your shit ain't changed? Mine is like 90-something thousand, and Xbox can kiss my ass. My trophy score is like 17 or 18, and PlayStation can kiss my ass. So I'm playing games. I don't know that y'all are. And the fact that I have to guess whether or not the person I'm supposed to be taking gaming advice from is playing fucking games is a problem. Period.
Yeah. Hey, you're right. I mean, I can't even low-key deny that shit. I mean, gamers need the game, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all they're supposed to do.
You're right. Y'all, we had another topic, but I might get the fuck on out of here, man. We want to talk about that PSN shit right quick. Just right quick.
Oh, we could. I mean, I'm shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
what you think about that
Talk
shit,
about
bro?
that.
Which part? The trash name change or the trash return policy?
I
was talking about the name change.
I got shit to say on that shit. Go ahead.
That shit, they both trash. Don't change your name if you want to keep your games. That's what that shit. Like there's a warning list of you basically may not be able to play some shit if you change your name. Like what? What? This is okay. Y'all was like, yeah, let's release this. Let's put this out in the wild because they're gonna be good. They be all right. Like, why did you release something that may break my games? What the fuck? What in the holy hey, who the hell designed the original system that fucked this up so bad? Because whoever that dude is, I hope he long since fired. I hope y'all go to his new job and write him up. Go to wherever he works now and write his ass up. Because whoever designed this from the beginning, that motherfucker never needs to code another thing in his life. He the dude gonna cause Skynet to happen. Like he that fucking stupid.
Bro, I don't know what that drug that nigga was on when he was doing that shit, but goddamn, like to this day, he don't even know himself what the fuck he did.
He was getting paid. That's all it was.
Yeah, that nigga like I'm just bad, bro. I don't give a fuck what I write. Like,
it's all right, so you got some thrash tonight before we get out of here, bro. You got something on this topic?
I don't like liars. First of all, you know what I'm saying. Like I'm the type of nigga. I got a long memory. And I've said this shit plenty of times on my podcast and on my channel. Like Sean Layton said, and I quote, "This time next year, you'll be able to change your name." Mm-hmm. And this time next year came and went. Right. So if you just now coming with that shit in April, you can kiss my motherfucking ass. Number one, I don't even care. My name is awesome. I got the best name on motherfucking nigga anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm up. It says my shit straight up to the point. So I get it, nigga. I don't even need numbers by my shit. I'm the only King Thrash in this bitch. Still though, I can't get on Microsoft for lying and not get on PlayStation for lying. My nigga, I ain't that type of guy. Nigga, that shit was bullshit. You said I don't give a fuck if it took you a little bit longer or not. I don't give a shit. The only reason why it took them more longer is because they wanted to find a way to make you have to pay for this shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody said.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me some shit that you ain't sure about. You a boss. Don't tell me nothing that you ain't sure about. I'm a goddamn customer. So I'm disappointed in this shit from the jump. Ever since the 1st of January, I was hot. Ever since then, I was like, they can't tell me nothing. They lied to me legitimately right now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck what they do.
To your face. They lied to you to your face.
To my face with a smile. With his fucked up ass teeth. With his fucked up teeth. Nigga smile. This got all this money and got no dinner appointment at all. Nigga smiling. Thanks. Crazy, bro. Like I don't play none of that shit, man. Niggas think I'm a fanboy. I'm not a fanboy, bro. I'm a gamer. That's it. And it's hard to tell the difference between the two. I understand. I'm a criticize shit no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Niggas who watching this right now think I'm probably an Xbox. They probably think I'm an Xbox nigga because I'm saying that shit. And that's the problem with gaming right now is that everybody come to that assumption. Nigga, I'm not a fucking PlayStation fan. Fuck Sony. Fuck Xbox. Fuck Nintendo. Give me games because I'm a gamer.
Bruh, that's all it is. Today alone on Twitter, I put out one post that said, "Hey, PlayStation trying to charge y'all for betas and alphas. Y'all cool, right?" I got called a bot in that post. I put out another one that said that was at Microsoft, at Xbox, at Phil Spencer. Hey, stop charging people for free to play games. And I got called a pony in that thread. I literally put them up within minutes of each other.
I saw that too. I saw that.
Twitter is nothing but that shit. But I got called a pony and a bot today.
Simultaneously, bro. Nigga get called that shit every tweet he put out. It's like for some strange reason, these motherfuckers still have been caught on. I'm like,
I don't know why. I say it all the damn time. Twitter's my fuckery. This is my release. I'm going to do dumb shit. That is what Twitter is for. All the damn time.
This is my release.
Right? Like I would literally put up a post that says I'm about to start some fuckery and then start some fuckery and people wonder why I started the fuckery. I said this. I told you this.
Hey, man, I saw that. I was like, hell no, man. Mass trolling.
Y'all know me. Y'all know it.
Hell yeah.
You gonna glance at it, just go ahead and move on. or
I be seeing this nigga tweet, bro. I just don't. I be like, bro. I come back 5 minutes. I'm like, motherfuckers in their feelings. I was like, yo, you didn't learn. Like, the fuck? And this nigga would tweet out like back to back. He would talk shit about PlayStation and Xbox. And somehow I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
And get responses from both fanboys.
Hating me with a passion.
You know what's crazy?
I be cracking up with that shit, man.
Yo, Mass, I seen a thread on your Twitter, both bots and ponies calling you a pony and bot. I was like, what
I feel like this junk is crazy to me, bro. Y'all really be in y'all feelings over video games. Meanwhile, I be sitting there just playing games, and then I'll respond to something. Then I'll play some more games. Y'all sitting here going back for no. Xbox said it. No, PlayStation's giving us. I'm like, that's cool. That's cute.
Man, both of them.
That's crazy how they say they're giving us stuff and we're buying it, man. They're not giving us stuff.
I was like, I get free stuff, and I still be like, y'all can kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Can I say one thing though? I saw some ponies today make fun of Xbox Game Pass being $1 for a few months and shit. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that shit is a good deal. You ask me, I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? They making fun.
I can explain that for you.
Okay,
me being in business, I can explain that shit for you. What it is it's $1 because it has to be. Like, there's no such thing as it's called supply and demand, right? If more people was jumping on it, it would be full price. It probably would have jumped up in price, just like PS Plus did when they first started that shit. Notice in a year, PS Plus went up in price. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody was hopping on it. So they're like, okay, you'll pay more for this. With the Game Pass has been up for over a year and it went down in price, right? That means they want to get more people on it. It went down right before Crackdown went on, so they can help Crackdown and say, hey, Crackdown got this many players. It's like it's a struggle moment to get that shit up and running the way they wanted to. See what I'm saying? So the more people they got on it, the more people they can say is playing. They don't want to talk about sales no more. They're only talking about gamers and engagement, right? That's all they've been talking about. So in business, you have to do that shit. Coke is the same way. They got, like, if something is fucked up, like Orange Coke isn't selling well, we'll say, oh, this many people like Orange Coke, but we only gonna go by what we say. You know what I'm saying? And Microsoft doing the same shit. It's a good deal, and it's more than a good deal. It's a great deal. But every time it's a good deal, it means that product isn't doing good enough. Because if they're gonna give you a good deal, that means nobody's buying it. If you're buying it, they're gonna make it more expensive because you want it. Supply and demand.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, man, that's what it is. They're not going. This is a business. They into making money, and that's it.
I mean,
it's
Walmart have sales. I mean, grocery stores have sales and shit. But
grocery stores do have sales, but they don't have new things for sale. When Tomb Raider went on sale right when it came out, we knew it was doing bad. Like 2 weeks after it came out, you know what I'm saying? Especially with that Fallout shit, that shit went on sale like less than a month. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's only because.
Was VR doing bad right now? Then
VR isn't doing bad at all. My nigga, it's doing better than any VR combined. But I'm pretty sure Sony's numbers were their goal was higher than what they got. They didn't reach their goal. If it reached over their goal, they probably wouldn't have raised the price, but they would have been like, we ain't bundling no games. It's just been the same shit right now because the traffic for that device has surpassed their expectations. It didn't meet their expectations, but it's satisfactory for them. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I got you.
It is what it is. It is what it is. That's how business works, bro. If it's not selling, give it a sell. If it is selling, supply and demand.
Well, this is the thing. This is the only part about that part. Like, as a person who one of my businesses is content promotion, right? So I have to provide a medium and a service for getting a certain amount of numbers in the door. So what I'll do is I'll promote a concert and I'll have an after party. So I'm paying for the club, I'm paying for all of that, and I'm doing all that up front. But in that same thread of me doing all that up front, I'm saying every lady that comes in here tonight is free. So that's me creating an input device of people being in the club that'll bring the guys in. Then they'll all buy drinks, and that's where I'm going to make my money.
Right.
So Microsoft is doing that same carding strategy, because that's what it's called, where they give you the in as cheap as they can.
Mm-hmm. And then brag about how many people is playing.
Right. Brag about them that all those numbers and all that stuff, because that's good for drumming up artificial
hype.
Hype. Right.
yeah.
That's what it is. It's artificial hype. It's good for drumming, and you do that because that's a marketing strategy.
Mm-hmm.
You build market based on your own individual input. So if it's a metric you can control, like I can control bringing in a whole bunch of chicks for free. I hire women to come to the clubs so that they can
attract nudes.
They can attract nudes who can buy drinks and so on and so forth. I do that on purpose to make sure that I have that set up. So Microsoft is applying that same strategy because you applied in all your business. I applied in my real estate company too. But you get the people in, you say, hey, I have all these people, so you should come too. And once you do that, then you make your money once they're inside. Once they're in the system, keeping them in the system is easier than getting them to come into the system.
Yeah, I see what Matt's talking about though.
If you put up a barrier that's too high, it's the same reason everyone and their mama will look at a iPhone game. They will play their free trial to the death of them, but they be damned if they pay $2.99 for it.
Exactly.
They be damned. They will put 1,000 hours in this damn phone game, but they be damned if they pay $2.99 for it and unlock the without the ads. Like, it's the same thing. Make the barrier to entry so minute that it doesn't matter, and then you make all your money inside of the product. That's what they're doing with Game Pass. In order to get people in, you make the barrier to entry so little, but then you make all your money off of people buying DLC because they've been playing a game now for 10, 12 hours. They're like, yo, I like this game. Let me buy this DLC. So I get 33% of that sale that was never going to happen before.
And also to add on to that, because if you notice that they also starting to go for games like Monster Hunter World, that's why they're going to drop it, because when you start playing that game with people, because it's an RPG, you're going to end up putting a lot of hours in, and by the time you know it, you're more likely to renew your Game Pass, because games like that, you do put a lot of hours in. And every upgrade you do, it feels great. And I'm like, you know what? That's not a bad thing putting Monster Hunter World, because it's a fun damn game. Like when you play with people and all that upgrade, you could put in thousands of hours in that game. And I don't think somebody that just get into that game is going to want to just release their Game Pass. Like, because they like, you know what? Fuck it. I could pay $10 a month to continue playing this game. Because like Matt said, once they're in, it's easier to keep them because they're going to have a variety of choices. They're going to snoop around and be like, all right, this is not bad. Like, it's easier to keep them once they in.
But you got to get in first.
Yeah. I said this shit from the beginning. I said that Microsoft is going to be at the point to where they're going to release their once full games in sections. That's why I say that the next Halo is going to be like Destiny. It's going to release in sections in order to keep you paying for Games Pass. You're going to pay more. You're going to pay every month in order to keep up with the motherfucking the DLC. I guarantee you every month they'll have something new DLC to keep you renewing your motherfucking contract if you go on month by month. Trust me, Gears might be the same way. It might not be like Halo, but they're gonna have chapters of that story keep going and going every month, like motherfucking Walking Dead. Phil Spencer said this shit himself already. That's what's crazy.
So does Sean Layden, nigga. So does Sean Layden.
So does Sean Layden, right ass. So does Sean Layden. That's why his ass got fired. He about to get booted out of this motherfucker, nigga.
Hey. I don't know about Sean Layden, nigga, but we about to get up out this motherfucker. I know that.
Oh, yeah. We can bounce. Hey, before we bounce, 5 seconds is all I need of your time. 5 seconds, because I ain't never been in a room full of niggas who like Xbox like that, right? let me ask y'all niggas an Xbox question real quick. Will the next Xbox sell more than this Xbox?
Than this one?
Than this one?
It depends on if they have games.
If that lock card, I mean, like the whole gen, you talking right? The whole gen.
I think it's just gonna stay about steady. I don't see it doing any better. Probably about the same.
So it's gonna sell under 40 million.
Which version are you talking about?
No. Here's the problem.
All of them combined.
Yeah, no, they'll sell more. They'll sell more just because they'll be cheap versions. The reason is they'll be cheap versions. They'll be cheap versions.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're gonna put all these numbers together.
Anybody willing to bet? Ouya was cheap.
Well, you know what?
Anybody willing to bet?
The xCloud shit, and like some casual is going to stick with that xCloud shit.
I can't bet you because nobody in this room or on Twitter that's not named Xbox P3 knows how much they actually sold. Because
exactly. That's why it's a bet, because nobody knows. That's why it's a bet. You're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to know.
Nobody gonna win.
But I'm willing to bet that the next Xbox, no matter how powerful it is, will not sell more than this Xbox. Just like this one didn't sell more than the last Xbox.
But the question is, how much are they gonna make the power? Or like, because the thing, I feel like it's gonna.
Power don't matter. That's the problem.
I don't think
they don't have the games next gen though. They don't have the games next gen, bro.
Power matters at the end. The problem is power doesn't matter at the end.
And period. In console gaming, power does not matter. Ask the Wii. Power does not matter. Ask the PS2. Ask the PS1.
It came out first.
Ask the SNES. The PS3. What do you mean? The Wii came out last.
Power matters at the beginning.
But it had a gimmick.
Right. Power matters at the beginning of the generation.
Okay, explain the PS1.
The grandmama was loving that damn Wii, man.
Explain the PS1. Wait,
hold on. People didn't buy the PS4 first because it was more powerful. You telling me that didn't happen?
No, I'm telling you 100% that it's not why. Why isn't the PS4 Pro selling more than the base PS4? Why is the Xbox
PS4 Pro selling more than the base PS4?
Wait, what did I just say? I said power matters at the beginning of the generation. The PS4 Pro came out in the middle of the generation.
Huh?
That's why.
What about
the generation? That's what it matters. Power matters at the beginning of a generation. It doesn't matter in the middle. It doesn't matter at the end because that's when they start releasing the game.
When did the Wii come out?
Specific generation.
When did the Wii come out?
Had a specific
2006, I believe.
That sold
it was a gimmick.
Who weren't gamers.
So you're telling me a gimmick beat sold 110 million consoles?
Hold on, Thrash. The Wii may have sold 110 million consoles, but who made more money? Microsoft or Sony?
I'm not.
The Wii sold way fucking more, but Microsoft only made more money. The Wii did not make more money than the 360.
They didn't sell much software.
Yes. You're crazy. The Wii.
Thrash, do you really think Nintendo made more money?
I know it.
They didn't have any software, bro.
Hold on. Let me tell you.
Did they have Xbox?
It's your mistake.
Hey, Thrash,
this is your mistake.
Thrash, you're the businessman. Think about
it. The Red Ring of Death costed them billions of dollars. Number one. Number two, the PS3 sold at a loss every console because it was over fucking. That's why it was $600. They wanted to make money, but they couldn't make money. They lost money with every console.
That's profit. But I'm saying when you sold the Wii, nobody was buying. Who made more
money is profit,
hey,
bro.
Yo,
like,
Thrash,
no problem.
Calm down, bro. When you sold a Wii, nobody bought games for it. That's what I'm saying. When you sold a 360 or PS3, people bought software. People paid for Xbox Live. You're able to make a lot more money off each box. You had a lot more revenue going into them. That's the problem with the Wii. There wasn't any revenue beyond the initial sale.
Let me tell you what's wrong with that concept. With the Wii, they sold their first party games and made 100% profit. Where a third party game, you're only making 30% of what the fuck what you're selling. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can say
how many
them was a pack-in game though, bro. They was a pack-in.
You telling me that they made billions of third party games.
Hold on. So this is the thing, and I'm gonna go exactly with the analogy you just gave, right? So we sold their first party games, made 100% of the profit, right? Xbox and PlayStation selling getting 30% of games that they did zero input on. So they're making 100% of profit that they weren't getting at all.
Yeah,
they didn't put it like the Nintendo had to develop those games, so they didn't make full profit. They took the revenue based on whatever they spent to make the game, and that was their profit margin. me selling a third-party game that I didn't have to put any money into just makes me money.
What makes you think they had to put money into it though? What makes you think they have to put money? If they got exclusive rights to that game, or if they had any type of they had to pay. Like Microsoft was paying.
Yeah, but how many are those? Like 10 out of the 100 games that come out a year?
So they do marketing deals with 3 to 4 games a year, right? So 3 to 4 games they do marketing deals with. So they paid money for those 3 to 4 games. But the rest of the third-party games, all I did was make profit off.
Name me a game that didn't have a marketing deal that was big. You see how quiet it got?
Oh, Rocket League.
No, last generation, bro. We're not talking about this generation. We're talking about last generation.
What do you mean last generation?
Name me a big game that didn't have a marketing deal that sold a lot. That Mass Effect didn't have a marketing deal.
Mass Effect didn't have a marketing deal. Mass Effect, they tried to shop it around. Xbox said, "Go ahead and make the game. Go ahead and make the game." Then Mass Effect 2, the first Mass Effect, they didn't have a marketing deal. They had a direct line, make this game for us. Mass Effect 2, when they got bought out by EA, they didn't need a marketing deal because it was already in place from the first one. So they weren't paying to.
You telling me that Mass Effect didn't have no marketing from Microsoft?
Mass
what you're telling me right now.
1, it wasn't a marketing deal. It was a make this game for me deal. That's like a first party deal.
We gotta go. We gotta continue this conversation. I'm sorry. We gotta go. I understand. I don't want to keep dirt up.
I mean, all I'm saying, Xbox Live alone last generation made over billions. It made 1 to 2 billion alone.
Oh,
the Wii didn't have any type of service like that. That's all I'm saying.
They lost 1 to 2. They lost 10 billion.
Yeah, they lost a lot of money during a death. I'm just saying,
they lost 10 billion, and then they lost. And then with every console, they lost money with every console sold. Both of them, PlayStation and the Xbox.
Yeah, but revenue-wise, both the PS3 and 360 were killing it.
We're not talking revenue.
I said money.
We are not talking revenue. We're talking profit. That's money made. Profit is money made. Revenue is money
I
spent.
said money. Revenue is also money.
No. Revenue is money spent without counting what was. Revenue is money made without counting what was spent to make that money. Profit is the net of what you made. That's what counts. You know what I'm saying? You can spend 10 million on something and then make 100 million off of that. And it's like, okay, I made 90 million. I mean, I made 100 million revenue, and really you made 90 million. You know what I'm saying? You can't go by revenue. Revenue is a bullshit number. Profit is the real number. You know what I'm saying?
But what Nintendo was making wasn't profit either. It was revenue streams. Because
Nintendo was making money off of every console.
They don't sell anything at a loss. Right. They don't sell anything at a loss, right? They don't sell the console at a loss. Sure. Right. But they're not making hundreds of dollars on the console either. They're making pennies on the dollar on the console. So they're breaking even on the console.
On the console. But then
even on the console. And then they have to spend money to make games.
They selling revenue. They had Zelda, they had Metroid, they had Mario. Then they had their little third-party games. They had
all of that.
Hey, bro, what makes more money? Those games are a fucking Call of Duty every year.
No, what makes more money is not having a $10 billion loss. That's what makes money.
Okay, what about this generation? What about this generation?
I'm not talking about this generation. I'm talking about last generation.
You have to answer that. What about this generation?
This generation, Microsoft lost all types of money too. Ever since the Kinect was unbundled, they lost money. Ever since they've been bundling every fucking console, they lost money. Sony didn't lose too much money because they didn't have to do all of that shit. The Nintendo Switch hasn't made more money than the Xbox, I don't think, but they're on their way. They have their online shit that you have to pay for now.
Yeah, for $20.
Hey, $20 or not, they're not losing money on their console. It's selling faster than any console right now. It's only 2 years old and it's at almost 30 million. It's already over half of what Microsoft made in 2 years.
Okay,
like, come on, bro.
Good for them.
I'm just
fuck. All right, y'all. Everybody get out of here, man. Good for Nintendo.
I can throw them.
I appreciate you stopping through. I appreciate you stopping through. Thrash and Maz, appreciate you stopping through too, brother.
Yep.
Always a pleasure,
get out of here, man.
I
Thanks
love
to
all y'all.
everybody that tuned in. I appreciate y'all. FC, Mr. Righteous Fish, Joshua James, I appreciate Snow Bunny. I appreciate y'all coming through. All right, y'all, we out of here.